Now I'm going to quickly run you all over what are called turnover ratios. Now, always remember, whenever the word turnover is involved, it has something to do with sales. Okay, so the different turnover ratios that you can have is maybe your debtors turnover ratio, debtors, okay, or accounts receivable turnover ratio. Now, debtors or accounts receivable only happen because of credit sales. So it's credit sales upon average accounts receivable. Okay, so you need to keep in mind that average accounts receivable is equal to average debtors plus average bills receivable, and then average debtors is equal to opening debtors plus closing debtors upon 2. In the question, if they have not given you opening debtors, simply take closing debtors and similarly closing bills receivable if it is there, and then solve. Okay, so we have got average debtors. Okay, same way we can have average bills receivable, which is equal to opening bills receivable. I'm using short forms, just closing bills receivable upon 2. Okay, similarly we can have creditors turnover ratio, also called accounts payable turnover ratio, and keep in mind they are not caused by sales. Okay, they're not caused by sales, they are caused by purchases. So it's going to be net credit purchases upon average accounts payable. Okay, and this average accounts payable is equal to average creditors plus average bills payable. Now, you need to keep in mind that in the exam, if you do not have opening, alright, if you do not have opening creditors, opening bills payable, just take the creditors and bills payable that are given in the question and solve. No need to divide by 2 or anything, just directly put it. Anyway, we have average creditors, which is equal to opening creditors plus closing creditors upon 2. Same thing for bills payable. Average bills payable is equal to opening bills payable plus closing bills payable upon 2. Now, we have the inventory turnover ratio. Okay, and keep in mind, inventory is valued at cost. So instead of showing sales, we show cost of goods sold upon average inventory. How to calculate cost of goods sold? You should already know. I'm still writing down the formula here one more time. Okay, first of all, gross profit is equal to sales minus cost of goods sold. Okay, so in that way, cost of goods sold is equal to sales minus gross profit. We also know that cost of goods sold is equal to opening inventory or opening stock plus purchases minus closing inventory or closing stock. Alright, and average inventory, same like before. If it's not given, simply tick closing and don't bother dividing. But if we have opening inventory plus closing inventory upon 2. The last turnover ratio I will be showing you all is the fixed assets turnover ratio. Fixed assets turnover ratio, which is equal to simply sales. Always remember, numerator, wherever we've been solving in the numerator, it has always been a form of sales, or for that matter purchases in the numerator. So we have sales upon assets. Again, strictly speaking, average assets, then it's opening plus closing upon 2. Otherwise, simply assets, which is mentioned in the question. That's it. Thank you. All the best.